So this gives you Nine of Wands, this cool hand Luke. It's the survivor card. It's the I don't care how many times I get knocked down, I get back up. I'm resilient. I can endure. That's what's going on at the opening of the month. And there's some sort of renewing fire that's going on here. This card is judgment, and it has to do with letting the baggage of the past go, the old stories. And you can see this is like a spiritual fire of renewal. And judgment, I usually see this as associated with forgiveness. So there's some way, Aries, that you are going to be either working with forgiving yourself or someone else that's going to really spiritually renew you. Now, this could be towards yourself because you normally show up as this Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Fire. Whether male or female, this can represent you, Aries. So with her in reverse, I'm kind of seeing her as the object of this renewal, the spiritual fire. And, you know, with Jupiter and Scorpio in your 8th house, this is like releasing the dead, you know, bringing up old stuff from the past for transformation with this. And forgiveness is a really transformational force. So it's either towards you, Aries, yourself, or this could be another fire sign person. It could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or anyone who embodies this archetype of the very bold, very courageous queen who takes action and gets things done. She doesn't sit still. She makes things happen. She's usually pretty sunny. That's what the sunflower represents. Optimistic. She comes back with a witty remark. She's quick to laugh, but she's also really bold and strong and, you know, knows her own mind. So I'm really seeing this as you're forgiving someone else, Aries. And now whether that's yourself or someone else, but the spiritual fire is definitely renewing something, and it's allowing you to move forward. It may be allowing you to move forward with someone who's an earth sign. This is usually Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and I'm seeing this as allowing you to connect with this person better. This person is really on your side. This person has a very grounding, very stabilizing presence, whether this is a partner, a boss, a landlord, someone who is in charge of themselves. They're a king. You know, they have authority over their own realm. And with a Queen of Fire here next to the King of Earth, even though they're seeing things from different points of view, they're like at a 180 from one another. This Judgment card, which is a major arcana, also in line with Temperance, and right next to Strength here, there's a lot of good stuff going on that is surrounding this Queen of Fire, and I really see it as benefiting your interaction with this King of Coins. He may even be helpful to you in helping you do this. Like, this could even be a counselor that helps you work through forgiving yourself, or it could be a partner that is strengthened through your doing this work with someone else or with yourself. But this is usually a very grounded, stable figure. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is usually how King of Coins shows up. In the middle of the month, very interesting. Justice in reverse right next to Temperance upright. These are, again, major arcana cards, so big themes. And what's interesting is that Justice and Temperance are kind of similar in some ways. They're both about weighing things. So this is that Libra weighing of the scales, usually about weighing evidence and rendering a verdict. And Temperance is about merging two opposites, creating something new. That's what this triangle represents. And they're both sort of peaceful cards. This is what you call the Justice of the Peace. And this card is the Angel of Peace. So they're both about finding peace. But this one is in a court of law. And this one has much more to do with a spiritual approach. You can see it's an angel being gentle. This one is more forceful. So this is peace through the mind, peace through law, peace through weighing of evidence. I'm really seeing that your peace this month does not come from laws and judgments and strictures and like saying, you know, tit for tat, you do this, I do this, this is how it's supposed to go, this is conventionality, this is according to the rules. That's not where your peace comes from this month, Aries. Your peace comes from compromise, from finding the thing that benefits both people, from merging the two things from two separate opposites into one unified whole. And it also means being grounded, being stable, and being emotionally, having one foot in the water of emotion. So that's really more connected to your heart. And that's where it's much more of a gentle balance rather than a sharp balance. She holds the sword of the truth. And even though the truth may render a certain verdict, this one has a lot more softness to it and compromise, and there's a lot more gentleness and peace that's going to come to you through this card. It's also really interesting, 3 major arcanas here. Strength is also showing up, which has to do with gentleness, not forcing the jaws of the lion open, but showing patience, showing courage, showing real truth strength. That's what this maiden represents, is that she's opening the jaws of the lion, not through force, but through compassion, through gentleness, through patience, endurance, fortitude. That's what strength is about. So I'm seeing that, it's really going to take an application of wisdom here. This is very interesting. These 4 cards together are very interesting, Aries. It's not necessarily going to be easy for you. It will require you to connect with your heart. That's what Leo is about, courage of the heart, having courage. And these are both very gentle characters, which is more Libran. It's not so much an Aries trait. Aries is usually very dominant, very strong, very forceful, very vital, passionate, direct. Whereas Libra is more usually the gentle, weighing things out, the peaceable kingdom. Aries is usually the fighter and the warrior. And this is more about gentle Libran energy. So around the middle of the month, when we get that new moon, a little after the new moon in Libra, it's asking you to have patience, be gentle. They're both wearing white robes here. That's where your peace is going to come from, Aries. So, be mindful of that. And this king is the king of knowledge. He's the king of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. He's holding the sword of the truth, just like Justice does. These are the same sword. It's the sword of the truth. She holds it up in rendering a verdict, and he holds it through his connection to knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's also what these oak leaves represent here. But what I'm seeing is that it's not going to come through rendering a verdict and saying, this is how it is, this is so, this is what the law says, this is it according to the rules, this is how it goes. That's not where peace comes from, and strength. It comes from true wisdom, which is the correct application of knowledge. And I'm going to share a story that this card really reminds me of, which is very common, which is the King Solomon story. It's the correct application of wisdom that renders the real truth, the real verdict, which is, when 2 women were coming to King Solomon, there was a baby, and one woman was saying, it's my baby, and the other one was saying, no, it's my baby. And what King Solomon did in his wisdom is he said, okay, well, that's fine. We'll just cut the baby in half and you can each have half. And so, of course, the true mother came forward and said, no, please don't kill the child. Just give it to the other one, or whatever you need to do. Just let the baby live. And he was able to identify who was the true mother. It was the correct application of knowledge through his wisdom that really created the correct, compassionate, true verdict, not necessarily according to law, but according to what was right, what was compassionate, what was loving, what really considered the heart of the matter. So I really want you to consider, in the middle of October, Aries, use your knowledge and your wisdom and your understanding to really get to the heart of the matter. Have patience, have humility, have gentleness, and show courage and fortitude, because that's where your real answer is going to come from. That's where the real peace is going to come from. And you may enlist the help of someone who is an air sign. So you could potentially get help on this, or insight, wisdom. Those are real words that are associated with this card, from someone who is either a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius. But really, what this is representing is the correct application of wisdom. You really have some nice things here with 2 kings in a row leading to this 10 of coins, which is security. It is an accumulation of money. It is being in the fortress, in the castle. There's a real theme here of the application of wisdom to a strong, stable result. And that's also kind of what's going on here. This is relationship. 2 of Cups is exchange of heart energy. This is beautiful, Aries. And it's happening, again, towards the second, 2/3 into the month with that new moon in Libra, in the relationship house, in your 7th house. Connection, heart, relationship, the exchange of hearts. It may also mean joint finances. That's featured here too. These are both 2 cards, 2 of Cups and 2 of Coins. So it means exchange of hearts, but also exchange of resources, maybe joint finances, moving in together, sharing the sharing of the wealth, determining how you're both going to combine your money to create something new that's fun and flexible and joyous and allows you to be flexible and do different things. It's also Page of Coins, messages about money coming in. He's delivering a message that delivers you to 10 of Coins. Some of you, this may be an inheritance, a new job, new promotion, new job offer, and this could be related to you or your partner, because I am seeing partnership happening here. Look, it's partnership energy affecting the finances with new money or new information about money coming in, and then you end up as the couple behind the castle walls. So I'm really seeing there's something to do with you solidifying a relationship or allowing a new relationship in that really benefits both of you and puts both of you in a more secure position. And it's in line with this advice from both of these kings. So I'm just seeing great things for you in October, Aries. Wonderful things, especially as you employ forgiveness to yourself or someone else who is a Queen of Wands type person. That's bold, charismatic, fiery, dynamic woman. And it's going to ground you. And it's going to stabilize and anchor your relationship, bring a lot of nice security to it. You just have to employ some softness, some gentleness, some patience, some courage, some fortitude, and the correct application of knowledge, wisdom, understanding in the middle of the month, and you're going to do great this month, Aries.